Hello, beloved. Welcome to a seer's world. This will be your message from the divine. I'm grateful for your time. If you're keen or interested in becoming a member of my Patreon, on my Patreon, I do offer weekly sign readings for $10 per month based on love, as well as ancestral lineage readings. I also offer on my Patreon personal readings for $50 per month. You get a personal reading from me every month based on love, spiritual path, career, and finances, as well as ancestral messages. I also now offer one-on-one sessions / life coach sessions. Those will be once off and not monthly. You can only book me for those directly via my email, which will be listed in my description box below, as well as the link to my Patreon if you'd rather join my Patreon instead. You can also join my Patreon by typing what is on the screen via Google. Search it and it'll well, there's actually nothing on the screen. Anyway, so let's tap in and talk to the divine. So I'm channeling a prophetic vision of something that I watched. So I was watching one of our fellow readers, and she was saying that there was, it's like she spoke on something that changed my perspective. Let me put it like that. She spoke on something that changed my perspective. So it was with regards to like the fact that you see what's happening. I can't get it out. So someone was lying, right? So let's say, look at that. I feel like someone was lying on someone that they were not meant to lie about. They spoke someone's name in vain. And now whatever was spoken needs to be corrected. Yeah, it needs to be corrected. This person needs to make it right. So if they spoke something that would have put someone's life in danger, or the truth would have jeopardized somebody's future, they need to speak negative energy. It needs to come out. Okay. Whoa, what a way to begin this message. Whew. Okay. We have the Hermit to the Six of Swords reverse. So when I earlier spoke and I said a fellow reader, so someone was lying on someone who was important, right? So let's use a reader as an example. So if I had spoken and said, oh, a reader said da 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 da, and that person, what they said is not what I said they said. Like, I'm switching it around. I'm like, oh no, someone said da 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 da, but I'm trying to maybe defame their character, right? I'm trying to maybe put them down and things like that. Who's going to be affected in that situation? Will it be the reader who's just minding her own business, or will it be me? So coming back to the generalization of this message, so somebody spoke ill on your name for no reason. Like, there was no reason for someone to include you, because you don't even exist in their reality. You don't exist in their world. Okay. We have the Hermit, we have the Six of Swords reversed. This is someone who is sending negative energy at your life. They wanted the deepest, most darkest, most dirtiest, filthiest things to happen to you. Someone wanted you to always be in jeopardy, always fall into things that are not meant for you, always find yourself in compromising situations. Like, someone wanted you to fail in life. This was what someone was anticipating. And I'm channeling that, the opposite is happening here. Instead, you're rising, you're becoming more evolved, more ascended, more healed. You're stepping more in your divinity, and you're doing you. And there's someone here who was speaking so ill on your name, They made everyone anticipate your downfall. This was someone who was gathering people, troops of people, wanting them to watch you, not succeed because they were doing something, under the radar. Someone was sending you negative energy. They were so hopeful that this negative energy will flood your life with death energy. So everything around you just falls apart, including yourself, right? This is what someone wanted. So they were literally so hopeful, so guaranteed, so certain, and almost like absolutely reassured that it was going to happen. They brought people in, like they would talk ill on you, even when this person could not, if this person knows you, okay, understandable. But if they don't know you, that's scary and dangerous. Thinking about the fact that someone doesn't even need to know you for them to want to do something like this to you. This is someone who is pretty much a dark spirit, okay? They're a dark spirit. Like someone is trapped. Yeah, someone is trapped. They're trapped in their darkness. Because now, as you're moving forward with your life, you don't even know what someone was doing behind the scenes to try and hurt you. Like, all this person was doing is trying to hurt you. You have no idea the lengths that they went to be able to accomplish it. Someone was devoting the time they could have spent on themselves. They were devoting it upon destroying another person's life. They were not focusing on anything else outside of that. And that negative energy that they were trying to send to another has manifested unto their life. Because all in all, they're the ones that called this in for themselves. They went seeking for darkness and conjuring it so that, they can send it to another person's life. Like this person kept doing spells over and over and over and over and over and over and over again on you, hoping that one thing affects you. But when they were seeing that you're not affected, instead of stopping and questioning themselves as to why they're doing this and what it means to, see someone not being affected, they chose to believe that, you're also doing protection work unto yourself, and you are also sending them spells back, and you're also bewitching them like they're bewitching you, whether they do voodoo or, black magic here. But someone here was under the impression that you and them were spiritually beefing. They were under the impression that you also have a voodoo doll of them, under the impression that you're also competing with them, under the impression that you and them are somewhat in some form of, you know, back and forth spiritually. But this person had no idea that you are someone that is naturally protected. The divine naturally protects you. Every element of the earth works in your favor, even the most darkest of the dark, because they respect you. Okay? It takes a lot to be on the other side. It takes a lot to be in the darkness. And when you get to your pits of hell of the darkness and you see the healing, the light, it changes. It's like it changes you. It changes your form. You no longer want to be there. But some people realize when it's too late, when their journey back to good energy, or the journey back to repenting, or the journey back to cleansing themselves in their life is so far away and so gone that there isn't anything that can be undone except, walking the path of purgatory. Someone needs to take accountability and responsibility here, because the things that they were doing to you as just a human being walking earth, someone wanted you to basically not live, like at any, like just freeze, just don't just, like, what is that? It's crazy. It's like someone here is not well. So now that they seeing the truth that it was only them in that energy, this person's like, after all this time and energy I invested, after everything I put myself through, yes, like, what were you doing? Like, literally, like someone was lying about you. Like, This is someone who, if you were to walk into their world, their life, and reality, or be connected to someone who is in their world, their life, and reality, you come to realize how delusional and sick-minded someone really is. Because the things that they spoke about you are things that, like, if the truth wasn't something that mattered, the things they spoke about you would have put you in a death situation. I can't even get it out. It's like someone wanted to put you in a situation where you're in a life threatening position with their lies, their manipulation. So this is someone who, as they were gathering people, wanting you to be seen in a particular way, like, yo, look at this person, ha ha ha. This is what's about to happen to them. We're gonna do this, we're gonna do that. This is how I'm gonna do this, da 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 da. And as I'm channeling, I'm saying we. So this person has multiple entities attached to them of darkness. Like, this is someone who a lot of demonic spirits have traveled in and out their vessel. Like, this is someone who is truly evil. So a lot of evil things, go in and out of their vessel. Like, they just find themselves in the most dark situations because of the energy they are housing within themselves. That's who they are. So because someone was under the impression of their own assumptions with regards to you, now they're realizing that they should have really stayed away from your world, your life, and your reality, and understood that you and them, if any normal person was sane minded in that situation, they would have come and want to have a conversation, not go behind the scenes and destroy another person's life using dark energy, because you have your own assumptions about them and you're making up your own world in your mind about them. What is that? Like I said, if you really knew how delusional someone is and the extent they went to ensure that they eliminate you from earth. The Fool reversed. Someone keeps also, these entities, like someone has a lot of entities. These are spirits that exist from all over. So this person is not like here, there, they're everywhere. There's evil from everywhere inside of them. They could be in any location, and a foreign spirit of darkness and evil could be inside of them. And the spirit could be so far buried, but because it's attracted to this person's aura, this person has the power to resurrect it just by their existence. Same with good energy, though. Same with good energy. It has power to attract the highest good. Anyone with good energy, good experiences will come, good thoughts, good emotions. But this person chose what they chose, and because you chose the good side, they went up against a good person, and that's why they're going to, like, someone is in hell right now. Like, we have the Three of Wands reversed to the Nine of Cups reversed. This person, now everybody is asking them questions about the lies. They can no longer maintain it. It's like, but you said this person will end up like da 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 da. You said this person is a liar. You said this person is a trickster. You said this person is jealous of you. You said this person, once upon a time you and them had this and this and this. You might have never even had a conversation with this person in your life, for some of you. Or you haven't spoken to this person in years, to the point where what they're making up is really just false information. But regardless, someone is lying. And now they have to maintain the lie. It's like, you said this, though. Big mouthed and saying, if someone's sick, big mouthed and saying, oh, you'll see what's going to happen to her. You'll see what I'm going to do to her. Or him, take it out applies, but someone here was speaking death on your name amongst people, boasting about it, like literally commanding it in the air as if They know something that other people don't. But back then, however way it was perceived, the perspective of people has changed, because now people are like, what were you really, hoping? Like, it's like people are questioning, like, where did you place your trust and faith in the fact that this is going to happen to this person? What made you anticipate that? People are questioning this person, like, what really made you think like it was going to happen? What were you literally finding the strength to believe that in? Where were you placing your faith and trust? And now it's come out that someone is a witch, or they do witchcraft or voodoo or black magic, but it's being seen now. Someone is exposed for being a fake high priestess, when the whole time they were trying to imitate and impersonate you. And you weren't even a high priestess. You are beyond that. You don't even exist in that realm. You are not the you are way ahead of this person. The problem is that, like, someone here was living in their head. Someone made up a whole world in their mind about another person. This is what we're gonna do. This is how this is gonna happen. Da 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 da. And now they're trapped in that paradigm of thinking. Now they can no longer come out of that state of mind. And they're under a trance, a loop. They're under spells, because that's why they were so confident. That's what people are questioning, your confidence. She was like so confident about it. Child. It was like, no, no, no. Or he, take it out, applies. But this person was extremely boastful, putting it to their chest, like they know, like, this and this and this and this. You're gonna see this person's life gonna turn out, speaking like a whole witch. Speaking like a whole witch, because they were planning to curse you and hex you, and we're already doing it under the radar while speaking these things, just waiting on it to happen, and seeing the opposite. Imagine, she's seen the opposite happen. That's not what's happening. Or he, take it out, applies, beloved. They're seeing the opposite. It's like everything is blowing up in someone's face. They're wishing that they never even spoke your name to begin with. They're wishing that they never even came across you ever in their life. Someone is in hell. Whatever's happening to this person is purgatory. It's a spiritual experience that comes hand in hand with how spells backfire, or when they backfire, what it comes with. That's what's happening. Unspeakable things of darkness are happening to this person, because that's the hell that they bound themselves to, trying to bind you. There's nothing they can do to undo this. They have to live with it until those demons decide otherwise. Oh no, that's it, we done with you. But demons, they are a demon as well, continuously chasing after something that isn't real. These demons will use this person even in their death. They will just become like a Satan's whore, because they lived that life, and that's where they're at. Someone is going through hallucinations, night sweats, night terrors. Those night terrors are those sort of dreams that you are enacting it in your reality, no matter how irrational. Meaning, whatever you're seeing, you're actually doing it. It's not like sleepwalking. You're not sleep. It's not sleepwalking. It's like this person is enacting what they're seeing in their dream. So if the dream is showing them, go stab yourself in the hand, that's what they're going to do. And then they fight themselves with the knife when they get there, like, wake up, wake up, wake up, having to tap out of these dimensions and paradigms they've put themselves in with the spells. Now they feel like, oh, the world is against me. No, you were against yourself, and you brought that onto the world. You didn't choose different. Queen of Cups reversed to the Wheel of Fortune reversed. Now they have to pay, because you were the one that was supposed to be in this energy. This person was calling upon darkness not thinking and giving a damn about what sort of darkness. Like I said, because they're a beacon that can attract any darkness from any. This is a specific person whose demons can come from every single where in the world, Alaska, Antarctica, Poland, wherever. They can attract any Luciferian from afar. They are that dark. So this person, because of that truth, they were calling upon this darkness, not understanding where it comes from. They can be wherever. They don't know what darkness is within them because they don't know what they called. They were just like, oh, darkness. I just want to see something bad happen to them. That's it. That's what their main focus was. Something bad must just happen to you. And that's just pretty much it. And you move on. And I mean, they move on and whatever. And whatever happens to you, you know, that's what they wanted. So whatever spirit this person called, it's from so far. I'm itching, y'all. I need to get out of this energy. It's from afar, beloved. This is the spirit that, like, an old, like, lady that was in a mafia or something. Or an old man that was in a mafia. Like those cruel, crooked, twisted, sick-minded, sick-hearted, old people that lived very horrific lives filled with utter darkness. All they did maybe for their whole life, part of who they were, their culture was to kill. Like things like that. Like it's like entities like that can find this person. They're not protected from any darkness, the devil. They're in the devil energy. They're in the devil realm. They're there. So even if you and this person were to be in the same room, you and them don't exist in the same energy. It will never be like that. So now whatever's happening to this person is something they don't want to take accountability for. They're looking at it like, nah, I didn't say like this must happen to this person. I said like just darkness, like, I don't know, like something bad. But they don't know that when you actually conjure, it comes from your spirit. You call upon it based on what you want inside. It stems from your desire. Some people have an insatiable desire for something, and then they tap into it and call upon it. And when it comes, it doesn't come from the intention that you thought. It comes from what it actually is, the root. This person, they didn't anticipate this level of darkness to backfire in this way, but they knew what level of darkness they sent your way based on what was inside of them in their spirit. The thoughts that crossed their mind, their emotions, everything that was inside in one called upon that spirit that they conjured up and brought to life. And now it's living with them inside. They were promising people things like, oh, you'll see at this given time, this person will fall apart in life. People having nothing to do with it, but because they were the one wanting it to be something that it's not, wanting to be, the divine in your life, wanting to play the divine game, God had a divine move. So now this person is finding themselves in tumultuous hell as whatever is backfiring returns. And it's returning as first impression. They don't know this darkness. They're beginning to know it now. And this is a sort of darkness that it just takes control. It's not a darkness that like makes you do dirty, naughty, silly little things. It's a darkness that can make you eat people. Go to the grave and just find yourself eating a body. And you black out and you wake up like, what am I doing here? Someone is possessed with an entity like that. This is an entity that is possessing someone. It's a spirit from far. It's coming from afar. It's coming from afar. So it's bringing its own thing. plus what they actually were doing where they are. That's like hell. Mm. We have the Emperor, the Queen of Swords to the Four of Swords. This person was anticipating your downfall. That's the least of their trouble now, because what's happening to them is making them want to return to being a newborn baby who's so clean and pure that they don't know anything in life. It's making them want to be a saint. They want to get out of this devil energy. The horror that follows, a they shouldn't have done that. They had multiple choices, chances to change their decisions and do better, but they didn't do that. This person so desperately wanted to believe that you and them were the same or something, on some doppelganger, twin, copycat type of same. Whoever this is, take it out, applies for your reality. And the thing about this person is, they wanted to watch you suffer. They were sending you this dark energy in hopes that they will have the pleasure to see you go through suffering, the suffering they were causing on the low. So evil that they even calling people to come experience it. But as above, so below, that same entity that is possessing them is just as cruel, but it's so cruel that it's beyond their cruelty. It's beyond this person's cruelty. Because the level of cruelty of this entity stems from a different breed, different bloodline, a different ancestry lineage, a different DNA. It brings its own terror of darkness, its own horror, catastrophic type of darkness. Yeah, and this person has to live with it. Okay, the Hangman reverse. There's nothing that can be done. There's nothing that can be done. So this is to say that, beloved, you didn't make a wrong decision and choice in your life to be who you are. You are a good person. Continue to be a good person. And this is just spiritual news to alert you about what's going on. You don't need to be alarmed about yourself, but this is also proof to you that, nothing comes from being an evil person. So being a good person is what you should continuously choose to do, even outside of what the world might be saying you must do. Okay? Don't worry about it. Okay? Thank you so much for your time. This was a seer's world. Um, and this was your message from the divine. Okay? To those who are keen or interested in becoming members of my Patreon, on my Patreon, I do offer weekly sign readings for $10 per month based on love, as well as ancestral lineage readings. I also offer on my Patreon personal readings for $50 per month. You get a personal reading from me every month based on love, spiritual path, career, and finances, as well as ancestral messages. I also now offer one-on-one sessions / life coach sessions. Those will be once off and not monthly. You can only book me for those directly via my email, which will be listed in my description box below, as well as the link to my Patreon if you'd rather join my Patreon instead. Thank you for everything. Okay, goodbye.